Hello and welcome again to our YouTube channel. In today's video from the Photoshop series, we are going again to play with words and make some innovative drawings with words. Okay, so before we start, in the previous video we had to see how to make paintbrush out of words. If you can see this word, for example, we had made love the first time. This one I made it with words. So if I make one stamp here, so we have words here. So to make painting with words, I can just click on it several times to make it deeper color. Okay, now we are going to see how to play with patterns, or how to make patterns with words that is going to fill whatever shape we have. So now first thing, we go to edit, define pattern. Okay, so if you keep a close look here, you can see that he took the complete screen as my pattern. So cancel, that's not what I want. So I'll make a selection from here around the words. Okay, now again, edit, define pattern. Now you can see that it's defining only the square around, or the rectangle around the words as my pattern. Maybe that's also still not my perfect selection. Maybe I like it to make it round selection. Now when you go to edit, you will not find define pattern available because it is not using this square selection. So I will turn again to my rectangular selection. I will deselect and I select rectangle closer to words. Okay, now if you make this defining for pattern again, edit, define pattern, you can see that it's taking the words and the background, the white background. So whatever you're going to fill with this pattern will be the words and the white background. So, but supposedly that you like to make transparent background, I will add a new layer here, Control Shift N. So that's a new layer. Okay, and I'm going to hide this letter with words. Okay, and I'm going to print again words. Okay, now if I go to edit, define pattern, you can see that this one was having this mesh of squares at the back. That one is transparent. So that will be my selection, and I will call it words. Okay, so now I had selected already a pattern. After I had selected my pattern, now I'm going to see how to make it, to use it in filling. Simply, if I go to the filling bucket, from the filling bucket, the default, you will find the foreground filling, and the foreground is this black color. So if I use this default filling, it's going to fill the complete layer with the black background. So that's not what I want. I like to, instead of the foreground color, I like to fill it with a pattern. When you fill it with a pattern, you'll have this option open for you, which is the patterns. You can select one of the patterns. That's a love pattern, we made it before, words, or one of the default patterns of Photoshop. So if I go to words, which is my pattern, and I click here, you can see that it is repeated all over the screen to fill the area which you had selected to fill with words. Okay. If this is not also what, and it is transparent, so it's not having any background. If you turn the background color again, you'll find that it's on a white background. Of course, you can make this pattern in the color you like. For example, if I make Control Z and I go to that, dim again my background white color, and I go to my paintbrush, and I will select as the foreground this red color, for example, or a green color if you like the green, for example, this green color. Okay, and okay, so that's my foreground color. Now the printing will be in the green color. So I print a little here. So I have words here. If you like to darken it more, you can print more. Click more on it. Okay, if you are satisfied with it now, so you will get again and make a selection around it. Okay, the same steps again, edit, define pattern. We will call this words 2. Okay, then we are going to see how to use it in a more innovative way. For example, if I go to the ellipse tool, I draw one ellipse here. Okay, that's standard ellipse with one of the standard fillings. I'm going to remove the fillings for the time being here now. And the stroke, which is the surrounding circuit, I'll make it going to make it 50 to have some flesh inside it. Okay, and instead of using here for the filling, for the stroke, either for the fill, you can use standard color, solid color, you can use a gradient, and you can use a pattern. And you will find your pattern just simply here. So I click on pattern. You can see that it started to fill your the area or the flesh or the stroke with words. The beauty here in the filling, you can decrease the size. So I can make this one 10%. You can see that it's very fine. You can make it, for example, 20% filling. Okay. So you can make it increase it. You can see as you increase, you can see different effects for your word. The beauty is not also using in the standard shapes. If you have some custom shape tool, you will have some default vector shapes. I'll use this hashtag, for example. Now, if you make it like this one, this hashtag, it will be also filled with the words, and the size will depend also on your selection from the stroke here, which size you like, if you like to increase it or decrease it a little bit, okay, based on your design. Another beautiful thing, if you go in the type, you have the typical horizontal type mode and you have the vertical type mask tool. Okay, if you go to the typical mask tool, this will make a selection as if the word is selected, and then you can write inside it. So, and I'll go to Plenty. Plenty is one font that I downloaded from Photoshop. It's having some flash in the letters, so it can appear, and I will select a big font. Relative, the big or small, it depends on your size. So I'm using a mesh 1000 by 1000. So using 248 or 250 points will be large enough. So I'll click here. Okay, then I will write words. Okay. Control Enter. To move your selection, that's a small trick. Select Transform Selection, and then you can move it down as you like. Okay. Now you can fill it exactly using the same exact filling tool, bucket filling. I'm using the pattern also. I'm going to click inside my selection, but I need to be on the proper layer. So again, I'll go because this one is for the simple only, this one for the ellipse, and this one for the complete layer. So I'm going to this one, and I'm going to click inside here. You can see that words had filled your the complete bucket, or filled the complete layer, because I've selected the black words. If I go here and select this one, and I write another letter, for example, okay, I write here up. Okay, and I go to my bucket tool again, and I can fill it with words. Control Z. You can that's here to see if I selected the background. So I'm going to love here. This one I'm filling. It's going to be white. Okay, and you can see it because that depends on the size of the font. Depends on the size you had selected. Okay. That's nice. I hope you enjoyed this nice trick. You can use it innovatively in your coming projects. We will see on our website the complete tutorial in detailed written steps. Join our channel, activate the bell. Let me see you in the coming videos with more innovative ideas. Thank you for following so far.